Parlez-vous français? If you don't, but your child is enrolled in French immersion or in French classes, it could be a challenging year ahead for you. When it comes to helping with your child's French homework, you may feel out of your depth, but that isn't necessarily the case. Laura Lee Burgess of Oxford Learning is here to help you help your French student. Good morning.
Good morning. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bon matin. How is your French?
Not great.
Yeah, I speak un petit peu.
Oui. Yes.
So here's what happens. So then your child goes into French immersion or has a French class and you're supposed to help.
Yes.
What do? Are you at a loss?
Well, you know what? I'm in that boat. So I have two kids who are both in French immersion, and their French is much better than mine. But there's ways that parents can help kids. So it's a decision that oftentimes when you're making about whether you're going to put your kids in French immersion or English, parents often choose what they're comfortable with because they feel like they can't help in French. But you definitely can. So there are some ways to do that. First thing is really, set up a routine. So that goes with anything. Make sure there's a homework routine, that you're reading together, that your kids know what to expect, what sort of goes on every day after school.
Good. So routine is good. That's a regular study time. Okay, how about how you help with the homework? Obviously, you can't really give answers.
Right. And we really don't want to give answers no matter what we're doing, right? So you want to ask some questions. So asking your kids, what is it that you just read? What does that word mean? What is the question asking you to do? Those kinds of things are going to help them get through their homework, regardless of whether or not you know what the question is asking or what it's saying.
Actually, it might be good in that way because you actually don't know what it says, so you're getting some help from them. Maybe
That's right.
They'll teach you a little bit.
And it's that coaching, right? You want to prompt them without giving them the answer, because sometimes if we do know the answer, it's really easy to just say, well, it means this or do this.
Right.
But not knowing what it's asking you to do helps your kids to be able to figure those things out on their own.
So when they do figure it out on their own, what should you do?
So once they've figured it out, give them lots of praise. So making sure that kids understand learning a second language or a third language, it's really about work and the amount of effort that you're putting into it. It has nothing to do with intelligence. So, it's not, wow, you're really smart, but you've worked really hard. So you want your kids to understand that no matter what it is that they've learned or they're figuring out, it's based on how hard they've worked and not what they already have.
Right, exactly. That makes sense for anything. And it sounds like it's more of a teamwork approach then when you're helping with homework as opposed to just like leaving them alone.
Absolutely. So if it is a second language and it's something that you want to learn, then maybe you sit down and you learn along with them. There's lots of great options for parents who want to learn French. You can learn along with them, or if you have work to do of your own, whether it's responding to emails or reading a book, have a seat with them while they're doing their homework. They'll see that that's kind of part of what you do. And that way, if they are there and they're stuck, you can help and give a little prompt, ask a few questions, and guide them along the way.
Right. Now, there's also another team member who's not present at the proverbial kitchen table, and that would be the teacher.
Yes.
So don't forget about the teacher.
Yes, teachers are there to help. So they can always give guidance about things that you should be doing at home or that you can do to help your child. So, keep in contact with the teacher. School's starting soon. And teachers are going to be sending out, notices, kind of let you know how things work in their classroom. But touch base, let them know that you're there to help, and ask them what it is that you can do to support the learning at home.
That sounds good. And as you mentioned, this can go for any language, whether it's French, maybe it's English in your case, or another language altogether. Good to keep in mind as classes start next week.
That's right. It's coming up quick.
Yeah, you're ready.
I'm ready. I am ready.
Sure. I know Cyril's ready. Cyril?
Oh, born ready. I'm